have talked about from time to time how comedy, like everything else, has devolved and is far from what it once was. And that goes, as I said, for so many things like music and film and television. And a while back, from time to time, I will subscribe to Netflix for a month, maybe once every 9 or 10 months, and also HBO, and just stay for a month because I pretty much get out of the way whatever I want to see in that time. And the last time I was on HBO, I was going to check out the last season of Silicon Valley, and I couldn't even get through it. I bordered on laughter, maybe laughed once or twice the first season, and then they just kept repeating the same, basically the same story. Every season it was just to change some of the details a little bit. It was kind of the same thing over and over again. And at one time I thought that Mike Judge was kind of a cut above the rest in that world. My favorite of his, of course, being Beavis and Butthead, which, even though it was so, it was like infantile in certain ways, I think there was a great kind of intelligence to it, but nonetheless, it's just, it's hard to believe. I thought one of the funniest things about Silicon Valley was maybe the Asian guy, but it's like these writers and producers have a noose around their skills or something. It's hard to really put your finger on, but it was. There was potential there, but it just really didn't deliver very many laughs. And the other person that has occurred to me kind of went downhill is Steve Buscemi. He's been great in the films that he's been in. In some cases, that includes the Coen brothers. And he was great on The Sopranos, and as I've made mention in the past, Boardwalk Empire was pretty much an 8 out of 10 for me, at least the first, the first 3 seasons. Nothing really holds it together for that long. After that, they probably should have stopped after the first 3. But just a great actor. And then he did those started appearing on Portlandia from time to time, and I found him very unfunny on there. And then I saw a few minutes of this other series that is on Netflix now, where he's pretending to be God or something. But just see if I can find a clip or two. some of his recent stuff.
I'll give you $50 non-for-profit, sir. This is not a back alley hooker pimp transaction. Do I look like a pimp to you? I'm not. When a man pulls out money away from a register, I have to wonder. You know what? I'll give you $50. No. I'll give.
It's like because he's who he is, he was able to do comedy, and it's like someone should have stopped him.
Two episodes. We had Mitch Hurwitz, who's the creator of Arrested Development. Brilliant. Or Camille Nanjiani, Comic Fox, yeah. Glenn Danzig, the ex.
Where? Misfits! I've been looking everywhere for this. It's a collector.
They came back. That's not a joke. They actually came back to, and
especially not wearing board shorts and on a beach.
Yeah.
Well, that was supposed to have a
CB7.
Well, there it was. I screwed it up. So anyway, the other thing I wanted to do was, and I'd be interested to know if anybody, agrees or disagrees about Steve Buscemi with comedy, but I really think he sucks at it, and think that he should not have started doing comedy. So I want to look at a few headlines and see if there is any value at all. And after I go to some of these places, speaking of the Dixie Chicks, oh my God, are you telling me they did that because of this crap going on? Dixie Chicks are changing their names to the Chicks We Want to Meet This Moment. Oh my God. The Dixie Chicks are now known as the Chicks. The country trio changed its social media handles, and their official website now redirects to thechicks.com. We want to meet this moment, reads a message posted on the site, signed by members Marty McGuire, Natalie Maines, and Emily Strayer. They've also released a new song, March, March, with a video filled with footage of protests through the ages and listing the names of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and dozens more. I mean, how owned are these people? If I had any doubt about anybody in entertainment, which I didn't, but if I had any doubt before this bullshit started, they have all successfully shown that they are pretty much working for more of a man than even I am at McDonald's. The move follows fellow country trio Lady Antebellum's decision to change their name to Lady A, renouncing the term used particularly to describe existing before the American Civil War and associations that weigh down this word, including ties to slavery. The use of Dixie and its association with the Confederate States has come under renewed scrutiny in recent weeks. My God. The Chicks' former name is a play on Dixie Chicken, a song and album by rock group Little Feat. The Chicks aren't the first country artist to drop a Dixie. In 2018, Dolly Parton changed the name of her Dixie Stampede dinner attraction to Pigeon Forge Dolly Parton Stampede. God, I mean, you can't. It's again, you can believe it, but I can't believe it. Let's see what this idiot stuff's going on.
Is it
over here.
real about quarantine and her daytime talk show? Hey, I'm Ralphie Aversa, and entertain this Quarantine Diaries.
I thought the Dixie Chicks. I didn't even think they had come out with an album in the last 15 or so years, but they're still do live stuff. All the rest of the crap aside, I did enjoy their music. Supreme Court upholds quick removal of asylum seekers. Onero 2020 is canceled. Or Bonnaroo, whatever. Disney retheming Splash Mountain amid calls to ditch racist history. Unbelievable. Not that I could care less what Disney does, but just the overall crap going on. CDC estimate for every one case detected, we're missing 10. Right. Pentagon could ban Confederate symbols in military. Do you think they've gotten enough mileage out of the Confederate bullshit, or are they going to get another little bit more out of that? I mean, I've been hearing this stuff about the Confederate flag and everything for pretty much my entire life. Costco brings back samples but pulls sheet cakes. Free samples are returning to some Costco stores after being suspended due to COVID-19. Very little here that doesn't have to do with Corona or the racism angle. 3 North Carolina cops fired for racist comments about slaughtering black people. And again, about this Trump business and these people that are not giving us any sources, but saying that good times are on the way and all these people are being picked up and the Queen is basically no more and all this kind of stuff. It's like, when is he going to start? Because right now he's marching full steam ahead with I don't know if everybody realizes this, but the police have been being nationalized for the last, more than 2 decades. So I don't think there's anything going on right now but pomp and circumstance. I don't think any police are actually going to be, there might be a few that have stepped down for this show, but what is in the works is just a more militarized, active police force, which is always has been basically a private fraternity, and it is there to protect the municipality and serve papers. It's not there to do anything else. I'm not even completely sure what they mean by defunding, because they do a lot of their own generating revenue through tickets and the rest of it. Okay, let's see. Or maybe we should look at this Oprah's books. It's bound to be some ridiculous things there. Oprah plans on spending her summer globetrotting around the world, and she wants readers to join her. But don't worry, while quarantining during the coronavirus pandemic, she doesn't expect people to leave their homes to do it. This one real sorry piece of shit at work. He's been on his second week of quarantine. He came in the other day with a slip from the doctor, saying that he had, contracted it or had it or whatever, which, as you may know, doesn't take any. It's one of those things where everybody pretty much has it, and most people are going to test positive that's like part of the psyop is that you can say all these different things about it and they're all true. It's a hoax, but it's not. Well, as far as it being patented, which it is, I don't really understand that part of it, because if it's, there are places saying that it's a bioweapon, and I don't really understand that part of it. But I mean, like I said, you can prove just about anything you want about it, and whatever you want to believe about it, you can pretty much back it up. Oprah's magazine, July, August, available in newsstands, includes Oprah's summer reading guide, featuring the works of 28 women writers. Including this year's guide is a personal letter from Winfrey, who writes that while she'll be embarking on this particular journey, curled up. Okay, I was really wanting to get to what some of these books were. Okay, books included A Burning by Megha Mahumdar, Blue Ticket by Sophie McIntosh, I Had a Wolf by the Ears, Rebel Chef, Little Eyes, My Mother's House, Amora, The Taste of Sugar, Good Citizens Need Not Fear. This is all saccharine, like saccharine Americana bullshit. She never really recommends anything that is worthwhile. She might have years and years ago. I was watching her in the 90s, and I saw her go from a syndicated show out of, was it Chicago? And of course that was probably planned. Excuse me, but anyway, like so many things, she started off more kind of more worthwhile and organic, and slowly devolved into what she became. Speaking of saccharin, another thing I want to mention was how you might be just as well off to blow your brains out as to have a caramel frappe. High fructose corn syrup is an artificial sugar made from corn syrup. Many experts believe that added sugar and HFCS are key factors in today's obesity epidemic. We don't have to be an expert to understand that. HFCS and added sugar are also linked to many other serious health issues, including diabetes and heart disease. 6 reasons why consuming large amounts of high fructose corn syrup is bad for your health. It adds an unnatural amount of fructose to your diet. The fructose in HFCS can cause health issues if eaten in excessive amounts. Most starchy carbs, such as rice, are broken down into glucose, the basic form of carbs. However, table sugar and HFCS comprise around 50% glucose and 50% fructose. Glucose is easily transported and utilized by every cell. before table sugar and HFCS became affordable and widely available, people's diets contained only small amounts of fructose from natural sources such as fruits and vegetables. Moving ahead increases your risk of fatty liver disease. I'll just go through those, the big print. It increases your risk of obesity and weight gain. Well, it doesn't really increase it. It pretty much guarantees it if you do it on a regular basis. Excessive intake is linked to diabetes. It can increase the risk of other serious diseases. Contains no essential nutrients. Bottom line, over the past few decades, high fructose corn syrup has become affordable and widely available. Experts now attribute its excessive intake to many serious health issues, including obesity, insulin resistance, and metabolic syndrome, among others. Avoiding high fructose corn syrup and added sugar in general may be one of the most effective ways to improve your health and lower your risk of disease. And as you may know, high fructose corn syrup is in just about anything you get at any fast food place. I mean, certainly in the often in the bread, and definitely in the ice cream and coffee drinks. They don't even call the. I keep doing research about McDonald's because it's very hard to not eat some of it when it's available free and you don't have any other money, a lot of times. But I do stay away from certain things. But anyway, the point is that it's in, just about everything at fast food places. So the caramel frappe is it's a double cocktail of certain death. Let's see if this site that I'm on has anything about caramel. I basically understand what it is, but I want to get the like more of an official definition. So we already know, like, the first ingredient is the high fructose corn syrup, and then on top of that, caramel is more sugar or syrup heated until it turns brown, used as a flavoring or coloring for food or drink, or combined with butter or cream to form a thick sweet sauce. And I'm not like a prude about some of this stuff. I don't see anything wrong with a little caramel once in a while on some, if it's on candy or whatever. But the problem with these coffee drinks and stuff, if they're, it's probably coming from anywhere, is that it's just, it's one bad thing on top of another. And the other thing is that McDonald's, they don't even call their milkshakes. They're just shakes. And I look at the ingredients on the boxes and stuff, and so because for a while I thought I was going to allow myself to splurge and on as far as intaking some of the ice cream and stuff, but I don't do it because, and most ice cream I've ever tried from other places, it doesn't taste right anymore because, what I meant to say about the shakes is there's very little milk in them. That's why they just call them shakes now, and it's all this other crap, and kind of feel bad about, as I've mentioned before, about working there, but as time goes on, maybe another opportunity will I'll come across another possibility. But in my present situation, it's very hard to imagine that, especially with more of this nonsense coming. So yeah, I just wanted to pop back on here, and I would like to be more kind of free and learn to talk more freely. So that may happen and it may not. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. Maybe I can beat the average view duration for the last couple videos, which has been pretty much less than 20 seconds. And I'm still interested in, if it ever happens, finding people to do live streams. At any rate, we'll talk to you soon.